What does it mean to be a good programmer? What do you need to learn and how do you need to do that? In the previous video, we discussed the advantages of being a programmer instead of a coder. In this one, we will learn some of the essential steps that you need to take to build a solid foundation in programming. Make sure to check out my channel if you are interested in this kind of stuff. So let's not waste time and jump in. A lot of programmers get stuck in their routine, daily tasks, and they do not take any time to learn new things or refresh their knowledge. It is very common to see this kind of thing happening just because, well, it is not exactly as important in the moment. However, I strongly believe that you need to learn every single day, and in order to be a good programmer, you need to know the foundation of programming principles. So firstly, we will start talking about the design principles, and these are the general guidelines and best practices to create maintainable software. These are the fundamental concepts that help programmers in the process of design and development. These principles are essential as they promote code clarity, reusability, maintainability, and many other principles that will help you to create robust solutions. Solid principles are by far the most popular design principles out there, and they should cover 80% of the things that you need to know. But it's a good idea to learn other design principles and see how they compare with one another. A quick example is GRASP, KISS, and DRY principles. By following design principles, you will be able to write code that is easy to understand, test, and modify. Not to repeat myself, but these principles, they really do improve every aspect of your software system and help you become a better programmer. The next step to truly excel as a programmer would be to learn the basic and most common design patterns and architectures. You can think of them as concrete implementations of the design principles that we discussed before. The design patterns help you to improve parts of your project, and there is a great book called The Gang of Four. I would really advise you to check it out. When we talk about architecture, we talk about the base structure of the project. Here, it's also important to investigate the popular approaches that are used in the industry, such as client-server architecture, microservices, and many more. Take time to study these patterns and architectures, and over time, it will become more and more clear for you when exactly you need to use them in your project. Once again, this will have a huge impact on how flexible, modular, and reusable your solution is. Next up, let's talk about the data structures and algorithms, as they are the building blocks of programming. Things like lists, dictionaries, charts, trees, and various algorithms are used all across the industry all the time. By understanding the main idea and how these things work, you will be able to write the code that is highly optimized. Take your time to study various data structures and their characteristics. Dive into algorithmic concepts and understand what time and space complexities are. The more you will practice them, the more value you will see in using them in your everyday life. And now let's explore additional tips that will help you to grow as a programmer. One of the very valuable advices from my side to grow as a programmer would be to go beyond the surface level. Instead of being satisfied with knowing just the basics, explore how it works under the hood. Go into external code, read articles about how various frameworks, libraries, SDKs, and other things work. By doing so, you will start to understand why everything works the way it does. With time, you will be able to see how certain design principles and architectural decisions were made. This allows you to get a comprehensive understanding of how everything works and apply it effectively. Lastly, it's important to talk about different and various approaches to problem solving. Instead of sticking with the same approach when solving a problem, try using various ways to do it and create different solutions. Perhaps even rewrite your code or create multiple implementations of the same thing. By studying different approaches and understanding their trade-offs, this will really help you to grow as a programmer. With time, it will become clear to you when to use a certain approach and when to use the other. This will really boost your problem-solving skills and allow you to create a broader skill set. Collaborate with other programmers, participate in coding challenges, and contribute to open source projects. This will give you the opportunity to practically apply the knowledge that you've learned. This will also further expose you to various opinions, perspectives, and experiences. So that's it. By following these steps, you should be on your way to becoming a better programmer. Programming is a constantly evolving thing, so never stop learning and growing. Stay curious, practice regularly, and challenge yourself to take on new projects. If you found this video helpful, leave it a thumbs up. Have a good day and see ya.